Oh boy. Morning, everybody. Morning, morning. I'm just waiting for one more minute for the webtoon canvas. Hi, how's everybody going? It's been a minute. It's been 2 weeks. This stream is gonna be a yappy stream. I'm gonna yap. And while we're yapping, I'm gonna do a show and tell before we yap. Yep. Okay, 9 o'clock. Refresh. Because the episode is out. Doing an email spent 1 sec for next 2 weeks. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, sending. Yeah. There you go. I think most of you are in the Discord. You'll probably get the announcement. But yeah, this will probably be the last stream of the month, I think. Because... Okay, Crochet, thank you for coming. This will probably be the last stream for the month because next week is Supernova convention, and then next week after that is Armageddon. And then after that, I kind of want to chill. Kind of want to relax and be chill. But the week coming after that, I'm thinking of probably doing Subnautica stream. Probably. Ooh, that's some good hot tea. But yeah, how's everybody going? I'm going to talk about what happened. I thought you were lurking, Crochet. Yeah, I've been planning to play Subnautica for a while now. Subnautica 1. Because Subnautica 2 is coming out and I want to play it with some stream friends and actually stream it. But before we stream 2, I kind of want to stream 1, even though I already played it before. You heard Subnautica. Ayo. Yeah, I kind of want to go do like a playthrough. Maybe don't stream the grindy bits, but stream the story bits. And then I'm hoping that by the time I'm finished with streaming Subnautica 1, 2 will come out, and then I can stream that. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing game streaming for a while now. But the con is keeping me busy. Things and stuff happens. I want my Twitch dashboard. Twitch, create a dashboard. Yeah, I've done game streams before. Are fun. I've done game streams before, but I don't think I actually quite understood what I'm supposed to do as a streamer, and I kind of just like silently locked in focus on the game, but it wasn't a good stream to watch, so to speak. But now that I have experienced more streaming and more watching people stream, I think I can be more interesting to play Subnautica, especially since it's a creative and exploring game. It'd be funny if we had Tomodachi Life with Dreamwalker Royal's character. Imagine. Oh, my tea is so hot. Living the Dream is gonna be out soon. Okay, I am going to check this real quick. Okay, let's see. I will go to the main stream right here. Yeah. Anyways, Royals chapter is out. Go read it if you haven't. There's also a chapter out on Patreon as well. Yay. Tomodachi is more of a sit and check back later type of game to me. I don't have a Switch or anything, so I can't play though. Oh. Ow. Dancy's here. Oh yeah, I added that into the server, by the way, JJ. Added that into the server. Yeah, show you a new button that I can press. If I press this button, my camera's not on. There you go. It'll show my camera. Hello, magic hands. And then if I press this button, I said if I press this button, it'll be big. Yay! Big magic hands. Hello. And then I press this button again, it goes back. And then I can turn it off. And my VTuber will come on. But the camera's pointing at my hand, so the VTuber isn't really working. But the only thing that works is probably the mouse. The mouse and the keyboard. Keyboard, yeah, the keyboard still works. But yeah. Production value. We got upgrade. Upgrade with the buttons. And I'm doing this because I want to show you what we're gonna do today, which I haven't really prepped. So, actually, I'll show you the cat first. Right. A few stream ago, you guys are probably here for it. We modeled cats, and Lexi joined in as a surprise guest. One Jack, two Ace, Joker, King, Queen, King Stonks, Queen Sty High. Yeah, do you guys remember the cats? One is an old man. One is an old man, and the second one is a better looking cat. And now they look like this. my old ugly son. This is what they look like now. Oh no. It's a bit mangled. I feel like I should adjust the focus. Yep, that's a cat. Actually, before I put anything down, I'm gonna swap this with the board. There you go. And then I can put it down. Because I'll show you something else. Ta-da! It's a block of white bubble. This, my friends, is a silicone mold that I think I used too much silicone, so I wasted like about that much silicone in a cup, and it kind of hardened before I pour it, so I kind of like I could only make 2. I don't know. I feel like it was a waste basically, but lesson learned. Lesson learned. But I made a mold out of the old men, the old ugly cats. Reverse mitosis. But yeah, I cut them in the middle with a craft knife, like a so. So the molds are useless now. I mean, not the molds. The sculpt that we did 2 streams ago are useless. Or is it a stream ago? I feel like it was a stream ago. I found that this mold actually works better than this mold. So I've only been using this mold. But since then, I have poured acrylic into these molds. And look at this! Ta-da! And let me go closer. There you go. Ta-da! Behold! The child. The 2-tailed child. It turns out so good. You can actually see all the like the sculpting details on the head and stuff. So yeah, today we're gonna paint the eyes. I don't know if we can paint the toe beans. Might be a bit hard. But we're gonna try and paint the eyes, and I only had enough resin to make 4 of these. So there's only 4 of them. So when I go to Australia, and actually Armageddon for that matter, I'm only gonna have 4 of them to sell. Oh dear. I don't know about the strength of the acrylic, but I think it should be fine. I stringed that up already, and I kind of like twirl it around, and it didn't break or anything. And then the remaining resin, I made it into like another dried grass charm. Kind of look like that. I just trapped a dry grass that I had somewhere. Dry grass as in I dried some flowers. It's not actually just dry grass I took from the garden. Like I have to dry them so that they're not alive before I encase them in resin, or else they'll mold. But yeah, that's what I've been doing since that stream. And then while we do the painting of these eyes, I'm gonna yap about what happened 2 weeks ago. I realize I'm actually not very prepared for the painting bit, so I'm just gonna grab these brushes. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to show you guys. One more thing. I've been doing so much comp prep this past few weeks. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And I'm gonna show this. Oh, why is it like so big? Eh. Ta-da! It's framed with a thick borderline as well. Look, I framed it. I'm gonna try to do a scan because it's too big to be in the camera from top to bottom. And also get a string and signed. I've also called this project the dive. Just a dive because I'm not creative. But anyway, it's a dive. Ta-da! It's ready to go to Australia. Look at that. She's a carpenter. No, this is just a frame I bought. I did not make this. You're claiming it? Good luck. Good luck, good luck. I kind of want to like take a picture to whoever buys it. Cause last time I just sold this small painting and I didn't take a picture. I was like, it was bittersweet. I had that painting on my desk um for like 3 years. Like nobody bought it for 3 years, and then suddenly it's leaving the table. So I was like, oh no, my painting. We should add took a picture or something. Um, what is it, Nick? What is what? Is there a stream delay? I might have missed what. What are you asking about? Next time we auction it? That's crazy. I don't even know how to do that. How do you auction something? But I have 2 more canvases that I can frame with that frame that I just bought. Um, so that specific frame, I can paint 2 more canvases on it, and then I got 2 separate canvases that have a thicker border, like it's probably like this thick, which and it's slightly bigger. It's like 1 centimeter bigger than that canvas over there. So I don't know how to frame those 2, which is a shame. But I want white. But yeah, that's my show and tell over. It's my little show and tell. So we're gonna start painting these little catos. I don't even know if acrylic is gonna stick well. But while we paint, I'm gonna talk about what happened last week, leading up to the time where I have to cancel stream last week. You're about to leave and drive home? Oh, okay. Well, you can check out the VOD, I suppose. And then listen to my tale. My tales of... It's not even woe. It's just sort of like an up down experience. Which is... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, so... Last week, on Monday, Royals has launched. Wow, yay! So now Loyals, it has been 2 weeks, so 2 chapters has come out. But last week, Loyals launched on Monday, and we were like, oh my god, wow, it's so exciting! I'm like so hype. And then on Tuesday, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but a chapter was taken down. Chapter 3 was taken down by Webtoons for violating their I guess their age restriction. What would you call it? Age basically young adults. The young adult age. Like it wasn't suitable for young adults is what they're saying. So chapter 3 was taken down and I was like, oh my god, it's such a bummer. So I was super down on that day. And then I just start messaging the tech support and then trying to get it go back up. I was keeping quiet about it and hoping that nobody will see, nobody will know. Oh yeah, I broke terms of service. Okay, that's a better way of saying it. Yeah. Basically, there was too much blood, I think, and then there was a panel that showed looks kind of goofy. Guys, he kind of looks goofy, yeah. There was a panel that kind of showed how a gun was being used, and I didn't realize, but apparently that was not part of terms of service. You're not supposed to show how a gun is assembled, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll censor that. And even though I have been like quite upset about the fact that the chapter is coming down, I think deep down I was kind of expecting it. It doesn't mean I'm sad. I'm not sad about it, but I was expecting it. In fact, the Royals and Dreamwalker, they were looks goofy, perfect. I'm not thinking. I'm talking, and I'm not thinking while I paint. So that's kind of bad for the cat. But let's keep talking. It's the I was kind of expecting it. Dreamwalker and Royals has been a two project idea that was created simultaneously. And you've known how old Dreamwalker was, so you know how old the Royal is as well. But the reason why I didn't start with the Royals is, one, I feel like my art wasn't up to par to create a series like that, and two, I get the feeling that it wasn't suitable for Webtoon and Webtoon's TOS. So when it came down, got taken down, I was like, yeah, I guess I did see that coming. Yeah, Royals is old. I didn't want to start with it because, you know, I'm putting guns in kids. But I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a fan of John Wick. I'm a fan of John Wick, and I'm a fan of nobody, and nobody's inspired by John Wick, so that's like double John Wick. I'm putting guns in. I'm giving kids guns. So I was like, you know, I don't think it's probably suitable for Webtoon. And if I get flagged, I shouldn't be surprised. But it was okay. The Webtoon staff was very helpful, very responsive. Unlike something else that I'm gonna take the talk later. And we got a fixed things back up. And I also found a hack from now on. I love John Wick and Nobody. Yeah, I love those two movies so much. It's like, I guess it's also like Wanted. Like, bullets can curve? Does it make sense? No, but was that movie fun? Yes, I like that kind of action movies. Nobody's a banger. Hell yeah. Would be so much better to just self-host a little website yourself, but then it's hard to monetize. Yeah, it is hard to monetize. But anyways, I found a hack, guys. So while I was talking to these supports, I already uploaded like 8 chapters scheduled. So I was like, wait a minute. I'm just gonna do a little email and tell them, hey, I know this issue is solved, but could you also check these next 4 episodes that I'm about to upload if any of these episodes has violated anything? And then they're like, yeah, sure, we'll check it. And then like, yeah, it's passed. And I was like, oh, I could have just emailed them. I could have just emailed them and everything is good. And then if something is bad, I'll just change it. And it's not change it in the back end. And it's not gonna get taken down at the day of the upload. a death battle between John Wick and the bridge will be fire. I don't think I've seen Bridge. Um, but yeah, who could have thought? We could just ask. Just ask, forehead. I mean, Dreamwalker has gotten taken down during Canvas times as well, so it kind of makes sense. It made sense, you know. I could have just worked with them before uploading, and then they give it a pass, and everything's fine. Although if they take down episode 5, then that will be awkward because it's already gotten past. But I think episode 5 is the most bloody episode in the Royals. But I have censored all the blood. Everybody bleeds blue now. Everybody bleeds cyan and blue, and purple. Nobody bleeds red on the webtoon. Just ask for head. Yeah, taps head. Who could have thunk? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure episode 5 was the most bloody episode. But I guess we will have safe for work, safe for webtoon, a safe for webtoon version, and a not safe for webtoon version as we work on the Royals. But anyways, we're only on Tuesday. That's funny. But Tuesday, the chapter 3 did take him down, so I was on a down. So Monday was up, Tuesday was a down. And then Wednesday, there's a little event called the March Hotel. And this is an event that I haven't told anyone because it felt like a me thing. It felt like I need to keep this a secret from everybody because I've been enjoying it so much that I don't want any interference of outside, even family. It was a very interesting event that I stumbled upon by coincidence, and I'm happy that I did. It was I feel like it was the art break that I needed in a very long time, for a very long time now. So I'll show you what March Hotel is by doing the button that I set up like so. Ta-da! So March Hotel is a Discord server that the rule is you have to you come in as a guest of a hotel, basically. I mean, it's in the name, March Hotel. And for the duration of March, you need to draw one picture every day to pay quote unquote rent. You know what? I'll turn on this one. So quote unquote rent. Every picture every day is a rent. If you don't pay the rent, then you're gonna get kicked out of the server. Yeah, I drew one picture a day in this place. Wonder if I can. Still no, I can't search because I have streamer mode on. Oh well, that's fine. But yeah, look, everybody posts one picture a day. It's amazing. I love it. I feel like I'm back in DeviantArt again. Yeah, I felt like back in the DeviantArt days where I'm just I'm just drawing for the community. It definitely was an experience. I don't get this experience anymore. I feel like as the internet grows and expands, and it was very nostalgic to be back in this place. So that's why I kept it down low. Yeah, it's like an Inktober thing, but Inktober is kind of also slightly ruined for me a little bit. And I didn't realize it was like the first of its kind. No, I mean, sorry, not the first of its kind. The first of its event. So this is the first time they've done, like, this group has done it. The person that did this is called Naka, I think. Naka is the server owner. Don't know. Something else about this hotel is there are quest boards. Oh yeah, archived. So all of these are quests, daily quests that you can do. So a lot of time is oh yeah, there's a lot of fishing as well. We can fish in here. A lot of times it's figure drawings, so you can draw figure studies to get coins. And there's also a market that people can open up a stall, and I also opened up a market myself. Look, this is mine. I opened up a food stall. I think somebody actually recognized me as the creator of Dreamwalker. And I was like, this won't affect my enjoyment, will it? But it turns out it was fine. Magic has weird if you have coin. Yeah, I was like, what is that? What's something quick that I can draw and it won't affect my daily work, but can still produce high quality stuff. But yeah, I opened up a breakfast bar in the server, and I draw food for people, basically. I got a collage of foods. So there's a second thing that I want to show you as well. Actually, it's a third now. Let's see, it's over here. So on Wednesday, this event ended because March is over, and I was super hype and I was super sad about it. It was kind of a bit of a both. More on the positive side because it was such an amazing event, and I loved it so much. I'm gonna change to this camera over here and show you guys this. So because of that event, I decided to compile the food that I made into a little booklet in which I can sell as well. March Hotel. The mermaid sushi. Anyways, super cute. I think my favorite piece from all the food is the burger. The burger is so cool. And I think that's because the person who sent their characters. Oh, it might actually be somewhere in the top. I don't know if I will be able to scroll for it. Scrolling for the burger. Oh, there it is. That's the character. Oh yeah, you guys can see. There you go. That's the character that the burger is based on. Burger! It's so cool! I love this event so much. But yeah, I'm gonna sell this as a design in Australia as well. So look forward to that. Yeah! Anyways, this event ended, and I'm kind of glad that it did. It was getting tedious to draw one image a day, and I am happy that I survived the challenge. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice little March events thing. But while the events is going down, everybody was like, "Oh no, we're gonna die! We're gonna die!" And then we stayed in the voice chat for as long as we can until we got kicked out, basically. So Wednesday was a high. Monday high, Tuesday low, Wednesday's high. And now then comes Thursday. Thursday, I took a family member to a appointment, and on the way back, they got really, really sick. Super sick. And it was so sick to the point that the next day I have to take them to the hospital. So that was the low. Nobody could have seen it coming. So he's in a hospital right now, and just going through treatment that seems like it's gonna take quite a while. I mean, he's been sick for quite a long time. It's just this time it took a really bad turn, for some reason. So I have to stay with him because I have to translate most of the time. So I was also stuck in a hospital during that time. And I pretty much couldn't do anything other than doom scroll while we wait for the doctors. But also 2 weeks ago it was Easter holiday, so all the stuff in the hospital, they were temporary stuff, and they're not the correct doctors, they're not the right nurses, or they're like student nurses. So we couldn't get the exact help that we needed. Um, so we just had to wait until the next week, Tuesday, to actually get something going, because Easter was a 4-day holiday. It was like Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we admitted him on Friday, which means it was on the day of the holiday, which sucked. I didn't even realize it was Easter until we were there. It's like, oh, the doctors are not here. Well, that sucked. um. Well, he's better now. He's better. He's not as sick anymore, and people are actively helping him. He just kind of stuck in a hospital because he can't really go back home. And he's still stuck in the hospital right now. Also, he has a eating issue. Unfortunately, he cannot eat through the mouth. So during the Easter holidays, when nobody could take care of him and there was no dietitian that was on the clock to actually give the nurses proper feeding schedule, so the nurses couldn't help him feed, we had to be there to feed him. So that happened. And the interesting thing was on Friday it was the gigs D&D stream. I think I've talked about gigs in this stream before. It's a group of Minecrafters who were playing D&D for the first time. So on Monday I was like drawing drawing art that I didn't post actually. Let me see. That's here. Dungeons Dragons, Gigs D&D. And then we'll change to this. Yeah. I was doing like this. These doodles and sketches. Shane, let me group this. Yeah. And then you can see the random doodles that I did for on Monday morning. And then it was Monday afternoon that we have to rush to the hospital. So that was my Friday. It was like gigs was exciting. It was like up, and then we gotta go to the hospital. It was super down. And then after that, it was pretty much I spent half of my day in the hospital, and half of my day at night prepping con, because you know next week is a con. I gotta do something to like finish it. And I was doing these cats, in fact, right after the hospital. And then come the following Monday, which is the cancel stream. At that time, my brother took over for me on the hospital watch. So I could have streamed, but I wasn't feeling it. I was like, oh god, that week was awful. It was like an up down, up down, up down. It was just too much going on. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cancel stream and then chill and chillax a little bit. And then thankfully, not much has happened for the duration of last week. It was kind of like I was anticipating something to happen, but not a lot of things happened, if that makes sense. I was like holding my breath, kind of like I was doing phone calls with the doctors as well, and like not in a bad way, kind of just like trying to get things moving kind of way. And also I was the translator for my for the personal hospital as well. Sometimes they do hire translators, but it was only for like CT scans. But most of the time when the doctors visits the ward, I have to be there. So today is a Monday. Technically, they should be working now. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. People don't work on Sunday and Saturdays. The hospital doesn't work on Sunday and Saturdays. I should say that. So nothing gets done during the weekends, and then during the weekdays, I will also have to be there while the doctors and nurses worked, because that's when the translation is needed. So lots of back and forth. What else? All right. Before everything, that entire week that has happened, at the launch of the Royals, a day before that, Patreon took away my ability to go live on Patreon. Dr. Hours as bad as me. Do be like that. Oh, people are just listening, I'm pretty sure. I'm yapping, people are listening. That makes sense, you know? So Patreon took away my ability to go live a day before. So that was like a downer again. Before everything that started, I was already a downer. Yeah, listening to the yep, people are listening. So I messaged Patreon, a little bit angry and sad again. But the entire email thread kind of turned amusing somehow. As I'm talking to the Patreon support, I'll just number them because I don't want to name them. So it's like support 1. Hi, thank you for reaching out to us. We'll look into it. And then I asked them, are you able to pinpoint the exact reason why my live is taken down so that I can learn from this experience and not do that in the future? And then person 1's like, okay, I'll look into it and get back to you. A few days later, person 2 contacted me. Hi, I've taken over from person 1, and we're going to escalate this to the investigators to look into it. I'm like, okay, thank you very much. Let me know if anything happens. And then a few days later, person 3. Hi, I've taken over from person 2. We are going into the backend to investigate what happened. Can you send us any informations and documents about what you were streaming? I'm like, okay, well, here is my episodes, and I'm simply doing a live reading of these episodes for 30 minutes. So I send them my comic, and I don't know if they can look into the draft, but I also tell them that my live videos are saved in the draft. So I send them all to them. And I'm like, thank you, we'll look into it. A few days later, person 4. Hi, we've taken over from person 3. We'll investigate this in the backend. Please be patient. I'm like, okay, sure. So Yeah, it's got into a very long email chain of just swapping the support person. I'm not sure where this is going to end up. Um, but it's kind of turned amusing. So that's what's happening in Patreon. I know people are waiting for Patreon Live to come back. So I guess we'll just wait for the next person, I guess. It's progressing, yeah, it's progressing something for sure. So everything I've just told you happened in 1 week, by the way. Oh boys. Oh my god, the roof. Oh my god. The roof. To talk about the roof, I also have to talk about the weather right now. The roof. Oh my god. So I'm pretty sure I called this roofer. Actually, we'll start from the beginning. This is a yappy yappy stream. Whatever. We'll start from the beginning. First of all, I called a person to come and check out the roof. And the first actually the first roofer that came over kind of like did a quick sweep and then didn't really go into much details about what went wrong, and then just simply gave us a quote. There was also a sunroom that is badly leaking, and then we pointed out to him, and he didn't really say anything about it. He just said that kind of operation is too much and we don't do that. And I asked, is there anybody else that you know that you can recommend to fix the leaking? And then he's like, no. So I was like, oh, okay, so I guess the sunroom is just gonna keep leaking, and that's not great. So I was like, let me find a different company. So I called a second company. I'll call it company 2. And then person came over and he checked the roof and he was like, okay, I've seen the roof and I think you have a lot of leaking spots. Show them to me. I'm like, oh, you can tell that it's leaking. You want to see the leakage? That's slightly different from the first person. I was like, okay, we'll show you all the cracks on the ceiling. And then he's like, oh yeah, that's bad. You serious? I had that combo this week. Is it like to your client or something? Is it like a deja vu? A week of roller coaster highs and lows. Yeah, truly is. At some point you'll reach the CEO. Yo, I'll reach the CEO Patreon. That would be so funny. Basically, we pointed out our cracks, and he's like, "Yep, I can point exactly where the issue is on the roof." And we point out this, point out that, and it's like, "Wow, this is really bad. I'm glad you're fixing it now." I'm like, "Okay, that's true." Cries a little bit on the inside. So there are cracks in the ceiling, and I didn't realize this until now. Apparently, it's because the moisture has been built up in that specific spot, and it's putting pressure on the ceiling, and that's why there's cracks in the paint. I'm like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. But there's so many cracks in the ceiling. How bad is this? You said that too? That's funny. I realize our roof situation is actually worse than I thought it is. That's always good to know. But I think that happened during March, so quite a while has gone by. So I like the second I like company too, because they were pointing out stuff, and we also showed him the sunroom, and he's like, okay, so because there's a wood beam in the top that's kind of rusting and getting old, and they can't replace the roof, just like the first person said, but they said they could put a flushing or a flashing, a flush, a flash, some kind of thing on that piece of wood, so that the water will uh, get redirected, I guess, so that it stops the leaking, flashing. Okay, a flashing. It'll stop water from entering the beam, the wood beam at least, and that will help with the leaking. It's like, oh man, that's you actually gave a solution, a proper solution, compared to the first person. Desserts, water. Your water is a dessert. What's a divert? Dessert, water. Um, Diversity. I like dessert water. Um, and then we just got talking, and then I was kind of like, okay, in my heart I was already kind of like, okay, we'll go for this guy, even though we've already gotten quote from the second guy. Um, so then they were talking about the color of the roof. Um, and then my so I don't own this house, so I have to like translate it to my parents because they're the ones that's one gonna pay and two owns the house. So we're talking about the color, and then my mom was like, I want red. And then the person's like, red is my least favorite color. I thought that was so cute. Mom was like, this color, this red, this. And then the roof friend's like, you chose wrong. It's cute. Red is the best color ever. It's funny. But anyways, I do like the second person. Um, but then what happens after that? I was waiting for the second person's quote. And I kind of wanted that quote before the first person's quote expires. So I kind of followed up with that person every week. But he's been delaying and delaying giving us the quote for quite a long time. Every week it's being delayed. And I was like, oh, what's going on? The first person gave us a quote like a day after he inspected it. And then I was like, what's taking this person so long? And it wasn't only until last week, in fact, that I got a quote. And I actually called the person and accepted the quote. It was a very long delay, but I guess I kind of sorted itself out towards the end. So we're gonna have our roof done on May 1st. But it's kind of sad because we were talking about this on March, and March was a very dry season, dry and sunny and hot. And I was trying to hurry him along so that we could do this during March. But then because it kept delaying, and come April, New Zealand got hit with a cyclone in the North Island. I am in rainy season. It's raining season right now. I wanted them to do this on March so that we could skip raining season. We got hit with a cyclone, guys. Yesterday was the worst cyclone, and I kind of looked at the crack, the worst of our cracks. The next day after the cyclone, it got bigger. It's like, oh, so that's why the cracks are getting bigger. I mean, I could just kind of just assume that the house is old and the cracks just gets bigger. But now I know why it's getting bigger. My crack. So that's the roofing situation. I guess in the end it kind of worked out. Um, I just need to sort out the quote, and then they can start working on it around May. I don't remember if May is a raining season or not, but April is definitely the rainy season, so I'm glad we're skipping that month at least. I need to bring my trowels and drywall equipment when I go visit. Oh boy, our ceiling is a mess. You know what's interesting? There's actually a part of our ceiling that has jagged textures, and then when that person sees it, it's like, ooh, is that asbestos? Ooh, is that asbestos? I'm like, no. When we were doing the kitchen renovation, they found asbestos on the floor, so they hired a team to remove the asbestos. And then they also checked the ceiling as well, and it came back as negative. So no, it's not asbestos, but it was a imitation of a asbestos texture, I guess. But anyway, that ceiling also has cracks. Now that I know how these cracks are formed, I just look up and I notice them more often now. Like I know things, things, and then you notice things, which kind of sucked. Why must I notice how bad our roof is? So apparently the issue with the roof is that it's so old that the nails are popping out. And the nails itself are also very old. So the water is leaking through the nail holes. So everyone's here death of pistols. Pistols is pistols. Honesty. Yeah, do be like that. I know there's a cat that's kind of like. Oh, it's this one. This is my first pour of the cat. I'm getting back to the big screen. This is my first pour of the cat, and the bubbles kind of like didn't do it justice. So you got two broken tails, and the ears are also like half there because it got stuck with bubbles. So it's gonna be 3 good cats and 1 broken cat. But I was kind of hoping to do some different kind of expression for the broken cat, so I'm gonna push these off. First day I told you about it, I knew it was bad, and then you told me more about it. I was like, oops, it's pretty bad. I didn't realize how bad it was gonna be. Anyways, I guess that's the yappy stream. The following week after that, I've just been trying to con prep. I've been printing the booklet, the zine, as you've seen, the food zine, and then trying to like make these cats and doing the frame for that painting. I was actually, after a hospital visit, I was running around stores trying to buy materials for the con prep. I was chucking things in the suitcase and stuff. Actually, I wonder if marker pens can stay on a cat's face, because if they can, Let me see. This pen specifically. With this broken cat. I just want to do 2 X's for the eyes. That. Broken cat gets a dead expression. That's so silly. um, any more yappy things that I can talk about? I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Yesterday I accepted the quote for the roof, and the things are going on the way. I think the reason why it got delayed so much is probably because that person was busy. Either that, or maybe he also wanted to skip April. I don't know. Sounds like it's been a hell of a month. Man, the month is not even over. Next week is going to be Australia, and then next week is going to be Armageddon. Oh my god. I haven't thought about what I'm gonna do in Australia outside of the con either. I haven't looked into things to go and play and enjoy and be a tourist. Maybe I'll just leave that alone. I'll just do the con and come back and hit the hay. The month's not even over, and it's gonna be even more hectic. Also, because of that person's treatment in the hospital, I probably while I'm in Australia and overseas, he's probably still gonna be in a hospital, which is gonna be like, damn, yikes. They say they're gonna change ward for him, which probably means that I won't be there to help. Sometimes they just do like that. I kind of want to grab my cat sculpt. Let's just look at this for a sec. Yeah, after this month is over, I'll take a break from streaming. Next week I won't be able to stream anyways. Come Monday, I'll still be in Australia, pretty sure. And then next week on Monday, I'm probably still driving back from Auckland. So 2 weeks of no streaming. On the 3rd week, we'll see. We'll see if I still have enough energy, and we'll see what's gonna happen in the hospital. And if I'm not too busy, we could start Subnautica. But no guarantees. No guarantees. How long am I now back? Just 4 days, I think. Just over the weekend and then some. Why is it taking this long to open a Blender file? The more add-on I put on a Blender file, the longer it takes for them to open. Also probably because I'm streaming and a lot of things are opened. Open up! Goddammit! I am so ready for Australia though. I'm not gonna lie. All of my products are packed. I just need to finish the cat. Chuck that in the suitcase. Wrap up the painting in a bubble wrap. Chuck that in the suitcase as well. And so ready to go. Ding. Oh yeah, I kind of want to finish the ink for the next Royals. I was about to say Dreamwalker, but we're not working on that anymore. Lol. Next episode of Royals, so that I can at least send it to my assistant before I go, so that they have something to do. But I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. All the things, all the things. I'm gonna be busy, busy, busy. So busy until the con. But anyways, that's my week. How's your week? You know, I thought I would be like finished with these eyes by now. But I finished the story before I finished painting the eyes. It was just a couple of eyes that I wanted to paint. I thought it was gonna be much faster than that. But I'm still on the third cat, and I haven't even drawn the pupils. I think the next following streams will probably have less of these traditional works, just because I'm using stream to prep the con. But once the con fever is over, there'll probably be less of these traditional work. I get shape of the eye as a reference. I'm also thinking maybe I should put like a layer of resin over the face, just so that it's protected, like the acrylic is protected somehow. I don't know how that's gonna work. I did bought the resin that I made these with online and overseas, and they were pretty good. But because I ran out, I kind of like impulse bought a resin locally, but they didn't work as well as the one that I had. So I was a bit bummed out by that. So if I want to cover resin on the face to protect the paints, I'm gonna have to like wait quite a while for it to cure. I think I'll just leave the poles. I'll just do the eyes. We'll wait for that to dry. Dead kettle. Muscly silly boys. camera. Well, that was a good yapping session. I feel like. Um. Oh, there's green on my paint. Why? I'm gonna grab some paint and water and then wash this out. Need this. Actually, I'll show you the little setup I had for the con while we're waiting for paint to dry. I actually modeled the table setup in Blender as well. I'm gonna show you a little space I carved out for the painting. I feel like Blender loads really slow when I'm streaming. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to buy this fabric still. Maybe I'll still have time to buy it. Ah, there's still so much things to do. Okay, which cat is the one I painted first? Surely you're dry. I need to double up on the layer. Because I can still see the blue behind the white. I feel like I could have just used the sticker eyes. But I don't have stickers. Okay. So this is my planning project, I guess. I've gone through quite a few iterations, I feel like. If I go to my first setup, it's not even colored. Look at how I've evolved. It's not even colored. And then my second one is also still not colored, but it is more realistic. I think my first one, I was kind of like using imaginary panels, just trying to get things set up. Second one is also not colored. Third one is not colored, but I have more shapes for the charms. Actually, my charms was like hooked onto the metal grids back in the days. And then I started to have placeholder pictures. Ah, this is the first one that's colored. Wow, we've come a long way. I think this was the first time that I laser cutted these two boxes. And this is overload, during overload. And then kind of involved, I got more stuff to put on the table as we go. Wow, look at all the iterations. Oh yeah, one of them was a escapist, so I had like a little corner like this to be put up for a week, which was fun. And then now we're at this one, which I still need to buy this cloth, not this one. I need to buy this cloth over here. I haven't bought it. But the painting is gonna sit right here in the middle, like this. Which also means if this got sold, it's gonna be super empty and you can see my face after it's gone. I'm also wondering, like, if the painting does get sold in Australia, that means I won't have a painting for Armageddon. I don't think I can make a painting in a week just to fill up that spot. It's a thick layer. Just paint more, forehead. Just ask. I can't believe all I had to do was ask to get permission to post on Webtoon. That's crazy. Last week was a roller coaster. Sorry. Last week was an up and down roller coaster. And then last week was like I'm holding my breath for the up and down roller coaster, but it didn't come. And then next week I'm holding my breath for lots of ups. Probably lots of downs too, maybe, I don't know. The anticipation's killing me. But now you know. Now you know what magic is doing. I kind of want like pink-ish color for the mouth. Wonder how that's gonna look. I think I've been using this for pink and maybe not that. Yeah, I'll use this. It'll be the sky color. Let me see though. This eye is fine. This eye is maybe needs another layer. This eye, it's a bit wonky, but it is thick enough, so I'll leave it. I'll do this one, and then I'll do the mouth. I'll try and stay within the camera. Ooh. I feel like that's the most perfect circle that I've drawn on this eye, but I wish it could go to the left just a tiny bit. Ah, joys of painting traditionally. You know, that's kind of the same thing as the painting as well. Like I finished the painting, hung it up the wall. I'm like, yeah, this looks good. And then I took a photograph of it. and then I stare at a photograph on my computer because I want to upload it. I want to upload it onto Instagram after the stream, but I just kept staring at it. I'm like, I could fix that error just a little bit. I could see changes. I'm like, I could just fix that. I could fix that. But the painting is stuck in the frame now. I can't take it out. So all of it is just like regrets that I should have done. Next time, before I put it in a frame, I'll take a photograph of it and stare at it digitally and see if there's any changes I want to make. His face kind of goofy, look at him. Staring into your soul. Oh. Oops, I touched the camera lens. It's not gonna smear, is it? You know, I thought the eyes would be super fast to do, but for some reason I'm still doing it. I had something else planned if I finish the eye, but I still have a lot to talk about. But I guess I'll not do that and just do the eyes. Whoops. Okay, time for the mouth. Don't think I'll be using any of these whites, so. Ooh, it's kind of orange though. Gonna add more red and maybe more white. Anyone seen the new chapter of the Royals yet? While I was yapping. Real quick, I hope nothing's being taken down. I know it's been approved, but the PTSD is getting to me. PTSD of things getting taken down with no warning. Oh wait, the cat's ear is pink, isn't it? Funny. I'm using this banner as a reference for the cat. Maybe I could paint the cat ear as well. Oh boy. Hopefully I can make the most perfect triangle. Let me switch to this camera. Don't judge, okay? Oh my god. Yeah, yep, that'll do. That will do. That's a mouth. And I'll try to do the ears. Oh man, I wonder if it'll actually look good after I cover this with resin again. Yeah, maybe I should switch to a different brush. I do have smaller brushes. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? I have tools. I don't know if it's any better, but at least it is a smaller brush. Yes, the tools. Guys, look at him! He's just missing the iris now. It's our boy! And wash my tools. Oh, you know what? I actually can't. Oh no. I can't do an X but on the bottom of that. It's a bit too hard to reach. I can't draw an X over there. And I couldn't do it in the sculpt as well because it kind of like it doesn't do the mode. It can't do it with the mode. No. Okay, but at least I let that dry. But look at the ears. He's so cute. Should I do toe beans? The paws is gonna be hard to do toe beans and oh. I could do toe beans, but putting resin there is kind of tricky. Maybe I won't. Try not to overcomplicate the project for now. Here. You know what? Honestly, this little project has been kind of a dream come true. I've had this idea for as long as I can remember. Since the first time I made the charm version. Wonder if I can. Oh yeah, I did. I made a 3D mockup of it, so I can do this, and I can show you the charm version digitally. Ever since I made this little guy, I've been wanting to do this in 3D. So I still have this charm for sale. I still have quite a few copies of it. But ever since I made that, I kind of wanted to do a 3D version of it. And I've not been able to because I didn't have the tools, the materials, and whatever. But it's coming true. Living the dream. My hands are shaking. Second one done. Try to do the ears. I think after the stream I'm gonna do like a little royals have updated on a lot of my socials. I've also uploaded royals on quite a few other websites. Okay, I'll finish this and I'll show you the website that I uploaded to. It just means that I have more websites to kind of like manage. I was going to upload to Global Comics, but the I don't know, the back end of the upload kind of frustrated me so much that I just kind of quit. Oh, I was gonna do a different expression, but that didn't turn out well. Have I been checking those other sites? I mean, we can check them together. Oh, what's that? Hydrate! I shall hydrate. Thank you. With my Lord of the Ring cup right here. Slurp. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, I didn't shout out person. Thank you for the hydrate, Devious. I'm a streamer. Oh no, my ear. It got a little bit too big. Too big on a dabbin. I'm actually like kind of excited for the Subnautica stream that I want to do. But I'm also like, I'm kind of on the fence because I still have a family member in the hospital. And I'm like, I don't think I can fully enjoy doing what I want to do while there's still that person there that also kind of needs my help from time to time. Hoping that by the time I come back, I don't know, it's gonna be a long term treatment, so I don't know. I don't know, there's a lot of I don't knows. Things just kind of happen, I guess. I'm a streamer. I'm gonna finish this Broken Cat. And I'm gonna check out those sites while the ears dry. And then after the ears dry, I'll put in the irises. I think I can just use the pen to put in the irises. Kind of want this to be like a but I don't know how that's gonna look. is definitely something. It's a shape for sure. Here you go. Oh, the camera's dead. There you have it. This is the weirdest looking one so far. If I'm doing like this, that means I have to draw in the teeth. It's gonna be awkward. But yeah, look at these guys. Look at them. Gotta chuck this in the water. Let's see. I think I can just put the irises down. I'll use my table. Oh, actually, you know what? That's before we put on the irises. Let's check out the sights. So so far we have the Webtoon canvas, which is probably gonna be the main one, most likely. And then we got hang on, I'll do this, and this. Yeah. We got Namikomi. Should be unlocked over there. And then Limon. This website is actually kind of funny. I found a bug, basically. If you go to say here, and then you go refresh, and none of these numbers will change. Like, see, it says that 4041. If I refresh, nothing will change because I am a unique user. But when I go to the moon and I refresh, this number goes up. And then I refresh. Wow, we have 220 views. Okay, I'll do it a couple of times. I'll spam it, in fact. Wow, 222. Guys, my comeback is getting popular the more I refresh. It's actually a little cooked. And then we have Comcraft. And see, this one's out. Yeah. I don't really check these guys as often. I think Namikomi is the biggest one. Other than Canvas, of course. I was gonna go for Global Comics, but I saw the front page and it's just full of Western comics. So I don't feel like my content is suitable there. And also the backhand kind of frustrated me a little bit. So I kind of just gave up. But let's see. It hasn't been taken down yet, so I guess that worked. Oh yeah, I did a little helical map as a joke. I like making royals. It's kind of like my obsession right now. Doing the world building for this comic has been a joy. I had this idea for royals for a very long time. Incredibly long time. It's as old as Dreamwalker. Oh, actually, I can show you something. Something really funny. Let's see. Uh, in my Royals files. Let's see. I got an archived folder. Do you want to see how old the Royals is? You just have to look at the first time I've ever drawn Royals. It's so bad. This is an archive folder for the Royals, and if I look at the properties, can I see how old this is? 2018. That's pretty much when Dreamwalker was posted. But this is a logo I made for the Royals. It was under a different name. Graphic design is my passion. This is what it screams. Look at this ugly logo. It's so bad. It's like the first iteration. I was drawing on paper. Straight out of the 90s. Guys, graphic design is my passion. It's called Teen Ops. Go. Even the name is cheesy. This is how you know that it's older than Dreamwalker. Dreamwalker started with Papyrus as the logo font. The Royal started with this. That's how you know it's old. Oh, this is a Photoshop. Got a PNG. Oh yeah. Wow, look at my draft. I've changed. Guys, I've changed. This is 18. This would be like 8 years ago. I've changed after 8 years. I've become better, I swear. I've changed. This is the old Royals. That was like a phase when I just wanted to draw guns, I guess. I was inspired by John Wick. I was inspired by nobody. I love Gun Fu. My American phase. I do watch a lot of American movies, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god! I put down an eyeball in the cat. Oh, look at him. He's seeing things. Eyeball. Gonna make it bigger. Big eyeballs. I'm gonna try and stay in camera. Well, I put down the second eyeball. Look at him! He's alive! He's a little goofy, but he's alive! Ah! I dropped him! He's fine. He survived. That's good to know. He can survive that. Second eyeball. I kind of want to do a different expression, but what kind of expression do I want to do? Like a big eyeball, small eyeball kind of deal. Wait, what does it actually look like if I do that? Oh my god! What do you guys think? Just doing one version like this. Ah, he's seen things. Make this a little bigger. I can make this just a little bigger, I think. Gives a character. He has a concussion. Okay, I'll leave it there. Concussion, Kit Kat. There you go. And I'll do this one both eyes baked. Sold. I just keeps getting bigger because I made mistakes. Oh, I've seen things, Mother. What have you done to me? What is life? Why am I here? Why do I exist? This is the thoughts that go through this zero brain cell. You can see that there's zero brain because you can see right through the head. Zero thought, no brain. Not even an ear bubble in the head. A thought kind of just came to mind while I was doing the irises though. I'm gonna do a little something. If I still have whites left, let's see. If I do just a little bit of this, and I grab this, and this is marker pen, so it should dry pretty fast. What if I do? Let's do it this side. Oh, give it a highlight. Oh my god! Look at him! It's adorable. Dreams do come true. This one's kind of like... This one's kind of ugly though. You're ugly. But I'll give you the eye highlight that you deserve, even though you're ugly. Oh, I need to stop shaking my hands. Okay, there we go. Look at that! Oh my god. I think if I do like a little nail. Wait, I won't use my nail. I'll do... Let's see, what do I have? I have a needle. Just to test. If I just do a little scratch on the paint. Yeah, it does come off because it's acrylic. So I do need to pour resin over it just to protect it. I don't know how that's gonna turn out though. Might become awkward, but we'll see. I'll test it with the ugly cat first. You know what, I might as well test with this one because it's kind of ugly. You got the beautiful, most gorgeous cat on your right, and on the left, you picked up from under the bridge. And then this one's just dead. Actually, is this one dry? Feels dry. Looks dry. Let's try adding some teethies. I just need a row of teeth. If you will allow me that, I'll be really happy. You'll be listed. Never mind, the teeth is not showing through because I don't have enough white. And earlier I said I don't need that much white and then I used all the white. Oh no, camera! Oh, one sec. You know what? That'll work. That'll do. That will do. I won't touch it anymore. There you go. If you can see that. Screaming in agony as it dies. Look at that. Let's look at this one. I think I'll do a highlight on both of their eyes as well. Let's see what it looks like. It's kind of nice. It's a bit goofy, but it's funny. Oh, yeah, it'll do. And there you have it. All 4 completed. Let's see if I can line them up. And a dead one. I guess so. Look at it, boys! Oh my god! Dreams do come true! You try to position it so that it's lined up in the camera. This all turns out to be like, there's this one that's super good, and the rest are just imitations of this one. Oh my god. First come, first serve. Whichever one that you want. Okay, I'm gonna test with the dead one. And I'm gonna bring out my bucket of random things. I'll use this one. I don't have space. So what I'm gonna do is what am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna take this off anyways, but I just want to test the dangling bit. I need to take it off and then put resin over it. Do be about there. And then which one's the one I used? Is it this? I don't think so. Can't be this one, right? Oh, I packed my other plier already. My smaller plier. Wonder if I'm gonna need that. Probably need that. Okay, let me put this down. You get to see Magic doing some jewelry live. It's not gonna work. How about now? Nope. We're doing live. This dead cat is like my testing one. There you go. Yeah, I do need my oopsies. I do need my other plier that I've packed already. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab that plier. I'm back with the second player. I do need to remember to repack this though once I'm done. I do indeed have a dead cat. I've kind of like done this once before and it took a while to get the rings to close. I'm gonna use a small one. Oh yeah, I'm not in the camera. I keep moving out of the camera. Ah! Oh, Nat! Hello! Oh my god! Thank you for subscribing! Welcome, welcome. How's it going? You missed a whole bunch of yapping at the start of the stream. Hi, hi. Thank you for the sub. Enjoy your emote. How you doing, Nat? I didn't hear a sound from that. That's weird. It didn't register either. That's also weird. The hell? Why, Twitch? Why do you do this to me? Someone was asking Someone's asking about if anyone was Spain in Discord. Oh yeah, I saw that. Wonder what that's about. Speaking of Discord, if you're in my Discord, there's been a sudden surge of compromised accounts. 3 has been compromised so far. This is just a PSA to remind you to turn on 2FA and add more security to your account so that you're able to get it back if it does get compromised. But doesn't matter how many security you put onto your account. It doesn't matter how many times you change your password. The safest solution of not getting your stuff compromised is to not click on any weird links. Don't click on links. Don't click on Discord invites. And just stay safe on the interweb. Had to get grocery. I've been half listening lately. I don't think I've been talking much after I finish yapping. I'm just trying to get this ring on so that I can see it dangling. But I'm not being in a camera, because... Oh, actually, is that good? I think that's good. Okay, there we go. I do this. And I put a fish hook on. I mean, not a fish hook, a lobster claw. Yes, especially from people you don't know. I've also heard, in general, people have been chatting, that there was a sudden surge of compromised account in other servers as well. So please just stay safe on the internet, everybody. Oh. The Discord is known to be super aggressive when it comes to phishing links, so don't click on anything that you don't trust. And if you don't know if you should trust it, you can always ping us on our server. If there's anything from our server, you can always ping us, and then we'll remove it if it is indeed sus. You going back to work? Okay, thank you for popping in and dropping the sub. Just so you know, Nat, we won't be streaming for the next 2 weeks because I'm going to con. 2 cons, in fact. So, just a heads up. There we go, ta-da! Oh, I said there you go, and I didn't show in the camera. There you go! It's a hanging cat! Hanging dead cat. Ta-da! And I would say this is a phone charm piece right here. But I don't know if this little thing can survive the damages of being on a phone charm. But wherever you put it, that's up to you, I suppose. But I'm just a little skeptical about the material that's being of this UV resin. I don't know how strong it is. But look at that! It's a little boy strung up. I think it would be more effective if you can see the face, but he's just hanging on a moment with you. Look at him. Dreams do come true. I now have 4 cats. I I do have the mode, so I can recreate it whenever I want. But now that I have made this, I can sculpt so much things, and I can make molds for so much things, and I can make so many different kind of charms. It's very exciting. I love them so much. And there you have it, folks. Alright, everybody, I think I shall end the stream here with our 4 little boys in the roles. One of them stringable. One of them just hanging out. Look like those were your nails? These guys look like nails? Looks kind of cool under the light. Because it kind of sparkles. We definitely just have like one pretty boy and everybody else is not. Yay! The way I have it in my hand. Oh, I think I think I understand what you mean. Okay. Little kitties. These kitties are going to Australia. Woo! I don't know what I'm gonna do if they ever do break though. I hope they don't. Let's see. Anyone I can raid. Hydrate, JJ, I will hydrate. I shall hydrate. My favorite Minecrafters are doing a charity event. 2-day charity event. I've been following it myself. I don't know if I can raid them though, because they're very big channels. And even if I do rate them, I don't think I don't think any notifications will show up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Chicken out. Chicken out. Drink up before the end. I'll just end the stream. Yeah, I'll just end the stream. Alright, thank you all for coming to this Yappy stream, and now you know how Magic's been doing. It's been up and down, but we're recovering. We're recovering. So just to let everybody know again, no stream for the next 2 weeks, and when we come back, it's most likely gonna be a game stream. But I'll still need to like catch up with like Royal's work and stuff. I've been so busy. I keep wanting to go back to Path of the Twin-Tailed Beast, but everything that's been happening just keeps me holding me back. I have actually, like, when I was planning things, planning the Royals, I was gonna like spend 1 day on Path of the Twin-Tailed Beast, the comic. But it hasn't happened yet because things happened. I really want to go back. I do. People have been asking me to go back to the comic. I'm like, I do want to go back, but I can't. It's so much easier to work on the Royals at the moment, so I just got stuck onto Royals. But yeah, I will see you when I see you. Your bird will buy many merch. Looking forward to see your partner. Okay, bye bye.